Hello, 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 my darlings. Welcome to A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. Of course, when you look at A Slice of Life and you see me, you know we talk about super aging, getting older without getting old. But tonight, you see that I'm in the studio you see me in before. And I'm here at this studio because we have so much going on right now weather-wise. And so I'm operating under weather safety. I just want to talk to you about being in the midst of a storm. We're in the midst of a storm, i.e., a real storm, the category 4. When Helen, the hurricane that's coming up out of the Gulf, it's coming through Tallahassee and maybe up down through Macon, Georgia, coming up through Florida and then Macon, and then up into the Atlanta metropolitan area. So in the midst of the storm, we've asked people to make sure that you have the things you need. If you have a generator, make sure that whatever it is that keeps the generator going, that you have your generator things, apparatus that you might need. The same way with, I don't want you to get candles. My senior citizens, they remember back in the day we had candles. We don't do candles anymore. The candles are dangerous. We want you to have flashlights. We want you to have, they have little lanterns that I hope you've gotten by now that are LED. You can order them off of Amazon.com. If you don't know how to order them, get your grandkids or get somebody to order you those lanterns. You pull them up and there's a light. Get you some, make sure you have everything you need. Understand that it's going to be hitting Atlanta area, hitting land maybe around midnight, and then moving forward through Atlanta in the middle of the night. It's interesting how a storm comes in the middle of the night. Problems come in the middle of the night. Issues come in the middle of the night. And that's why you got to be fortified with the Word of God, fortified, knowing your mind. You have a made up mind about what's going to happen. You have to go ahead and talk to God, and He will talk to you. You see, and you will hear Him say it's going to be all right. You also got to have common sense with all of that. You need to have what you need, and you stay away from windows. We're talking about senior citizens. We're talking about getting older without getting old. Yes, we do. This is what this show is all about. But also, we're talking about the storm, in the midst of a storm. I need for you in the midst of the storm to make sure you have comfortable things. I called a senior citizen and talked with her, and she had everything. And she said if it gets bad, she's gonna go get in the tub, because it's inner. You need to be away from windows. You see, and so I don't know where you are, but I hope somebody's with my getting older but not getting old group tonight, because life still goes on. We have places to go and people to see, and I always say we still got some people we need to kiss. Yes, we do. And we can't kiss them if we're not here. And what we got to do is protect ourselves. We're gonna go when God calls us. That's for sure. But in the meantime, we also going to be smart enough to figure out how to stay here, by being smart, by following the rules and regulations when it comes to having a storm. And some of those rules include you having what you need, comfort foods. If the lights go out, you're not gonna be able to go and get coffee, all those things that you like. And our electricity stayed out a while this last time, and then for 7 days I didn't have TV or nor internet. All right, things are gonna go down. Things are gonna stop working. In the midst of the storm, things are gonna stop working. But in the midst of the storm, you know who you got. You can pray. You got Jesus. And some of you all, whatever your peace is, that gives you peace. But you need to have some peace beyond understanding. And for me, it's gonna be Jesus. All right, you're gonna be able to sit in the dark and be all right. I mean, I had 7 days of no TV and no internet this last storm, because the tree fell. Trees are gonna fall. That's why the canopy that we have in Atlanta is beautiful, but now it's becoming treacherous, and we almost have to think about not having trees, we need the trees to breathe. The trees need us to live. So I don't know how that works. I'm not going there now. But I am going to go. That's what photosynthesis. We're not talking about that now. We're talking about in the midst of the storm. We're in the middle of a storm right now, and I want you to be safe. And every family does their things differently, and so we're blessed with having more than one place to go. Um, just having more than one place to go. We're just blessed like that, and especially me. I just my family wanted to make sure that they could see me, and so they said we're going to another place, and so they came and got me. I was happy with my neighbors. I sent a note out to my neighbors, and we take care of one another. That's also part of being in the midst of the storm. Are you close to your neighbors? Love that neighbor as thyself. That's one of the that's what we say in Christianity. Love that neighbor as thyself, and when you do, your neighbors will come and see about you. You can see about your neighbors. I just wanted to talk to you. That's just a few minutes. This is about what we're going through tonight in Atlanta with the storm, Helen coming with the Category 4 when she hits land, Category 3 up by Tallahassee, Category 2 up as it moves up, Category 1, and then in Atlanta, a tropical storm. But the tropical storm in Atlanta could also incur excite, excite tornadoes. You see, and that's the thing. And then the winds are 70 miles an hour. Well, in Atlanta, if a wind is 70, it could be 7 miles an hour. When it's time for a tree to come down, that tree is coming down. And what's coming down with it? You know what's coming down with it. All the electricity, all your internet. So make sure you plug up everything, and everything else is plugged up. This is going on more and more. The Christian people, I don't know about anybody else. I know about us. I know that we know that something's going on. People don't believe in global warming. People don't believe in so many things that we know is going on. And we know that we know that we pay attention to things. God sends you all kind of messages, baby. In the midst of the storm, we get messages. We're gonna be all right. And when I say in the midst of a storm, that's just one storm. We talking about the physical storm that's going on in Atlanta tonight. But there's a storm going on around the world right now. There's a storm and a political storm that's going on. You see how many people got indicted. There's a storm going on in the music industry. There's storms going on all around us. But we have to be diligent, and we have to be prayerful, and we have to know that there's a God. You see? We have to know. When you know that you know, then it's easy. It's easy for us to super age when you know that you know. But it's easy to get through the storm because we got to get through the storm. And every one of my people that I've spoken to tonight have said, I'm going to pray. I'm going to say my prayers. And then I'm just going to hunker down because I'll be all right. That's how you got to go through a storm, baby. You got to face that storm. You got to face whatever that element is. You got to face it. You see? And the reason why I know some of you all say, here she go with the cancer story. Let me tell you something. That's what I got. That's why I do this. Yes, it's the cancer story. Because you got to face when they tell you on 3 different occasions. And you say, okay, let's go to surgery. Let's go. You can't, you don't have time to be sick. You don't have time to be sick. You don't have time to be afraid because they said on Friday afternoon, it's going to be a beautiful day in Atlanta. And Friday night, and I just got paid, and it's the end of the month, and the first of the month payment coming in, and new hair, new eyelashes, new glasses, new life, new boyfriend, new restaurant. All that's going to be going on, baby. Yes, it is. And so we're just going to get through this storm tonight. That's all. We're going to get through the storm tonight, and we're going to look forward to the weekend. Now, Georgianne doesn't work on the weekend unless it's something good. I will be, tomorrow's Friday, today is Thursday. You see, tomorrow's Friday. My good friend Bill's birthday is tomorrow. Yes. We got folk got birthdays coming up. See, in the midst of a storm, you don't fall apart. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. In the midst of a storm, you don't fall apart. In the midst of the storm that's going on in Atlanta, in the midst of the storm that's going on in Florida, in the midst of the storm that's going on in America, in the midst of the storm that's going on in your life, baby, you don't fall apart. You center yourself. You say, oh, God got me. That's what you say. And you go on. You just brush it all off. I've been in the midst of some storms. But guess what? It don't mean nothing. Because just like that storm coming, sunshine coming right behind it. And the reason why you can appreciate the sunshine so much, and you're so happy when the sun is shining, because you made it through the storm. The key, when people say, I've been through hell, the optimum word is through. You're going to make it through the storm tonight. You're going to make it through the storms of life. Why? Because you got Jesus. You got somebody. And you got, I'm not on that same level, but you got me to tell you, baby, we are super aging. We're getting older, but we are not getting older. I love you. And you can't do anything about it.